That wire is cooked. And these look cooked. What is that noise? Now it's gone. Here's to hoping we don't spend $600 on some new O2 sensors. Fingers crossed. Today's goal is to figure out why all 4 of my O2 sensors are causing me check engine lights. That leads me to think that it is the fuse, since they all share the same fuse. And also check the wiring, because when you guys saw me do my walnut blasting, you guys saw that the wiring was pinched between the intake and the engine head. So what we're gonna do is cross our fingers that I don't have to spend $600 on some new O2 sensors, and it's just a fuse and maybe some wiring fixes. But yeah, here's the wishful thinking. We've been snowed in for about a week now, and this car has not left the garage, and it probably won't because it's not gonna make it out of my driveway whatsoever. All right, now I'm gonna test these fuses and see if they're good or bad. Good, good, good. All right, it says all the fuses are good, but I kind of want to just pull it just to verify. Man, these suck trying to pull. The one we need is right here. All right, got it out. Now I'm going to test it. Oh, would you look at that? Says it was good. Multimeter, I'm using a Klein. Said it was good, but in reality, this thing's cooked. It's burnt straight down the middle, it's clear, and not even like a possible break. It's 100% break. We're getting no continuity through it. Yep, no continuity. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and replace this fuse. All right, new fuse is in. Let's turn the car and see if it pops again. I got the whole dash taken apart because I was working on some electrical diag with the whole CCC unit and all the other stuff, because I can't get iDrive to pull up. It just does this like pink, purple, blue, green, RGB thing. Not sure what's going on with that, but we got the key in the car now. We're gonna boot up MHD. So now we have everything connected, and you can see all my codes there. We're gonna go ahead and clear the codes. Codes are cleared. Now we're going to go to reset adaptations, lambda sensors. Both have been reset. Come back to here, and then we're going to go start the car. Make sure I'm not in gear. So I'm not sure if the light is gonna pop up while idling or driving. Hopefully it does. If it does, pop up while it's idling, because then I don't have to worry about driving it around in the snow, of which I'm not gonna do. But what I will do is let it idle for about 15 to 30 minutes. And hopefully by then, I'll have some sort of code generated, either shadow or real time, and find out if the problem's solved or not. What is that noise? Yeah, it's coming from that diaphragm. Now it's gone. I wonder if it has to build up pressure. Nope, now it's back. Now it's gone. Now it's back. Totally forgot to hit record, but if you guys see here, I have 2 torn block-off diverter valve plug things that are used for chairs, and here I have 2 brand new ones. I'm going to go ahead and replace those while this thing is idling. Go ahead and knock that off my little honey-do list for this car, and hopefully get better blow-off valve noises, because I ain't hearing shit. But yeah, we're gonna do that while we wait for this thing to warm up and get up to temp and stuff like that. And hopefully I don't give myself carbon monoxide poisoning, of which I probably already am. But, you know, who cares? Got the first one right here. Look at that. Just straight up falling apart. That's one. Of course, the most inconvenient one's gonna fight me the most. This one's off, just as bad. Just for reference, this is a new one. Alright, we got both on now. Let's see if she sounds any better. Yeah, we got some whoops action back. Hell yeah. Now I can finally hear all that shit that goes on. We are back in the car and no check engine lights, which is absolutely amazing. I'm not sure if I need to be actually driving in order to activate these oxygen sensor codes. I'm not entirely sure, but what we really want to do is look for shadow codes. Keep in mind, I do not have the O2 sensors turned off, like the code turned off in Tuner Pro, so if they do display, they will display. Here we see we only have the BSD code. I really don't care to solve that one. I honestly don't care about check engine lights that much, unless they're absolutely pertinent. But here you can see that all my check engine, or not check engine, but catalytic converter stuff is still like incomplete, not complete, not available, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. No one really gives a shit, but we got this going on. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and maybe do a little bit of logging. We're gonna set up a log, parameters, data logging, start L log, and then we're gonna give it two on that one. Then we're gonna do a start, back to idle. Oh Lord, okay. And then we're gonna stop. Look how crispy and mint that those are sitting. It is really nice to be able to hear my turbos again. I'm still not sure how I feel about this engine cover I designed. I'm on the edge of just taking it off and running it without a cover. I think it's more or prettier as wall art than actually on my car. So after reading my logs and checking everything, my AFR seems to be right. My O2 sensors are reading properly, so I don't have them switched around, which was my initial guess. But everything seems to be going good. I solved my O2 sensor problem. As of right now, I'm not sure if it needs to be road ready, like driving on the road, but it's been idling for about 30 to 35 minutes, and the codes have not generated. The engine's gotten up to temp for the most part. And yeah, and that clicking seems to be just something that's caused when it is cold. Here in Virginia, it is currently 10 degrees outside and fucking freezing. Pardon my French on that one. I know YouTube doesn't like swearing, but this isn't made for kids for a reason. Besides that, this is Connor with Hound Dog Motorsports. I'm editing this a little bit different, so it's a little bit more fast-paced and a little bit less fluff. No one wants to hear an intro on a new channel. But besides that, I appreciate it if you guys would like, comments, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one.